Hello everyone, this is TWR Dragon again, and we are back in BunnyQueen's MGL tournament number 4. This is semifinals, best of 3 game, where I play against No Fool, otherwise known as Ryu from Clan 1. This is on Ganma Field's first map, and I believe he chose this for game 1. So, let's quickly go through the builds. For No Fool, he's got a leadership general with a bow. He's got Yari cavalry level 4, two of them. He's got two light cavs. He's got Naginata attendants going for the shrine on the other side of the map. For his infantry, he's got two level 5 matchlocks with range upgrades. With some attendants as mid shield, and for his infantry corps, he's got strong spears, level 5 Nagi Samurai, Yari Samurai level 9 with hold firm, and what's this? Naginata Samurai level 5 again. And he has Nodachis as a backup. So, let's. This is gonna be a. Engagement will start relatively soon, so let's go through my build quickly. I also have a leadership gen with a bow. My cavalry, I've got level 6 fire cav and level 2 Yari cav. I've got level 2 Yari cav, level and light cav, and that's it for cavalry. And for matchlocks, I've got matchlock warrior monks, matchlock Ashigaru, just like him, level 5. And for infantry corps, I have Yari samurai level 4, then Nodachi level 6. Nodachi level 2, Nodachi level 2, Nodachi level 6, and the Bulletproof Samurai. So, I decided to abandon the shrine because I have a leadership gen and I have Nodachis. I'm not gonna have serious morale issues. At least that was how I looked at it. He also has a Yari Cavalry level 6 hidden in the forest there. And there might be some more units hidden, we'll see. I do want to delay Shrine as long as possible, if I can, but that's gonna be hard with Yari Cavalry guarding it. I could have done it if there was only attendance there, but... So, we'll see if I get caught. I tried to get back. I am skirmishing with my general, 4 kills already, but looks like I will suffer some casualties on this light cav, which could be worse, but it's every little bit counts, I suppose. 6 kills, yeah, it's alright, that's alright. So, as the attacker on this map, attacker is closer to this forest, and the forest is a very good position that you can take, because you can basically camp the dojo in the forest. I am, let's see, I'm killing cheap matchlocks here. I don't want to skirmish against Matchlock Warrior Mask because anytime he can pop the extended range and kill my general, so I don't want to take that risk. So, let's see for our armies. Right now we brought similar builds, very balanced builds, two Matchlocks, relatively strong infantry. And this is where I believe Noful does a bit of a mistake. So, as you can see, he's playing very aggressive with his cavalry. He wants to get into my matchlocks, but I countercharge, and that light cav is gonna be wasted. Even if it gets into my matchlock warrior max, it's not gonna cause a lot of suffering. Here he gets his Yari cav charged by my fire cavalry, and that's a pretty devastating charge. That unit is gonna lose, even if light cav gets there in time. So, as you can see, he is playing very aggressive with his cavalry, uh, and the whereas before we had I pull out my fire cav, Here I charge his Yarikev. I don't know if he charged me, I'm not sure. But as I was saying, he basically is throwing away his cavalry while... Oh, here's where I throw away my cavalry. That's not worth it. Uh, yes, he's throwing away his cavalry before his infantry engages. This means that all the cavalry, he's gonna be in cavalry disadvantage when the fight actually begins, and I don't think he did nearly as much damage as he should have done at this point. He still can win the game. As you can see, he has got a strong infantry, but we'll see if this cavalry sacrifice is gonna hurt him or not in the end. Let's see. Here Mayari Samurai gets into attendance. They're gonna clean them up. Matchlocks are taking position. I'm trying to slow down Nagi attendance so that maybe my matchlock will get a few more shots. On the other side, my bulletproof samurai is engaged already and it's gonna get charged by Nodachis. So that's not good for me. In the middle, there's charges going on. Nodachis. Here in the center, my Nodachi is getting charged by two of his. And my cavalry is going for flanking maneuver. My general is just going in standard fight. He is already in standard fight, so that's something. But as you can see, now his matchlocks are undefended. And that's the issue, where you lose your cavalry. Units like matchlock units are... He has to pull out his Yari Samurai to defend his matchlocks, and you don't want to do that. Pulling out infantry is not that good. Here this matchlock is gonna get sandwiched by my Nodachi and my fire cavalry. That's gonna die. So basically all the morale issues because of cavalry in the back and matchlocks, they all stack up and he has lost the infantry fight. I decapped the shrine slowly, but it doesn't really matter anymore, I suppose. His matchlock's getting charged again, his general is getting shot, so... Well, that's GG pretty much. Yes, he still has shrine, but yeah, it doesn't matter anymore. So, what can we take away from this game? I think main thing would be do not throw away your cavalry. If you have a rush army, do not fight with your cavalry when your infantry is not in position to follow up. That's the big thing, because yes, you want to do coordinated attack. You want to get infantry in and at the same time tie down enemy's cavalry so that you can stop him from flanking and possibly get your cavalry behind him if you win the cavalry fight. So let's look at the statistics. Similar amount was deployed, but yes, my infantry did well and my fire cav was quite exceptional, I think. Even though kills don't suggest it, it took care of some important units like matchlocks and his high level Yari cav. My matchlocks didn't do too bad, but they were just shooting behind my men, so they didn't have line of sight. Since this is a flat map. For no fool, his infantry did okay-ish, but because they routed and got back charged and stuff, not very impressive in game 1. So let's get into the game 2. And we are in game 2. This map was chosen by me, Slumbering Settlement. So I am 1-0 up. This is best of 3, so this is a match point situation for No Fool. He has to win this to force the game 3. Uh, this is a map that I really like playing on. It's quite a balanced map. Some interesting plays you can do. There's 2 dojos, a few choke points. It's big enough for cavalry maneuvers. I think it's overall a nice map. As you can see, we have for dojos, we have workshop, we have sword dojo, and we have archery dojo. We both are ignoring archery dojo because we both have leadership generals. So let's quickly go through my army. I have a leader gen again. For what is this? Yari Samurai level 6. I am rushing them towards the workshop. For my infantry, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 level 6 warrior monks. Highly, very high stats because of the retainers I'm using them on. In front of them, they have 3 mid-shield units, sword attendants. For cavalry, I've got level 2 Yari Cav with a light Cav and another pair on the right side. I have only have one Matchlock. It's Matchlock Samurai with attendants. Level 6 Naginata Samurai and another level 6 Naginata Samurai. So very, very spear heavy build. Spear rush pretty much with one Matchlock just in case. I guess. For him, his cavalry is light cav, Yari cav level 2, Yari cav level 2, and another light cavalry. So exactly the same as me, which is yeah, interesting. Uh, he brought more skirmishers. He bought Bow Samurai level 5 and Matchlock Warrior Monks level 5. So he's gonna have range advantage, but his infantry is Yari Samurai level 5, Yari Samurai level 5, and 2 level 6 Katana Samurais. So at this point, I'm sure that he's hiding something. Let's speed this up. Yes, he is hiding. He brought Bulletproof Samurai level 7, which has replenish, I assume, or maybe morale. No, it's replenish, I think. He is shooting at my Matchlock Samurai, and I'm gonna retreat. What I want is to get Workshop and then attack. So yes, he has more hidden stuff. He has level 9 Fire Cavalry without any level 9 abilities, so it's just morale and charge. So yes, he used increased range here. Let's see how many he killed. 26, but those were attendants and some matchlocks. Uh, yes, so I'm waiting for workshop to begin the assault. I'm gonna use my cavalry very defensively, as you can imagine, because he already has a cav advantage because of this fire cavalry right there. He's capping Sword Dojo and oh, there's hidden units. Oh, there's Yari Samurai. They're going for the workshop, and I'm sending cavalry over. So I have workshop, and I have to start. He already capped the Sword Dojo, and the assault starts. Now I think my mid shield did very well. They soaked up a lot of damage. I'm gonna go in with my monks, and I'm gonna keep at least some of the Naginatas behind to uh, to protect my backlines. Here I turned my matchlocks around, just in case just in case he misplays with his cavalry, and I can shoot him. Shoot him. My infantry engages. I started cavalry fight here, and I'm gonna try to focus that because I have spears nearby and he doesn't. So we'll see how this goes. I just charged from the side. I'm going in with one of my Yari cavalry into his swords here. Am I? Yes, I am. So yes, he should have protected those swords, and we both are going in standard fight. At least I am. He's not yet. And yes, my cavalry here gets pretty uh, destroyed pretty much. And so yeah, he did well with cavalry here, but he is getting destroyed in the infantry fight. Uh, all these warrior monks are gonna clean up here. And I get charge off on his general with my level 2 Yari cavalry. War cries come out, and his cav is not being useful right now. He is not utilizing his cavalry advantage or his skirmishing advantage. Here his level 9 fire cavalry may get shot. Yes. He realizes and goes around, and it gets charged as well. So that's quite a waste. Yeah. My bulletproof killed his no, my Yari Samurai killed his lower level Yari Samurai, and that's game pretty much. His bulletproof is still fighting my Naginata Samurai. They were gonna win, but since his army is lost, the morale penalty shows itself, and that's it. So, let's go to the statistics. What can be said about the game 2? I think he was he should have used his cavalry more after he won the cavalry fight, but or at least he should have kept them back and defended his own lines with his cavalry. But yes, they were not very useful. I did have a lot of spears in fairness to him though, so it would have been very hard to use all that cav. My infantry did pretty well. My cavalry did their job. They were defensive anyways. This Yarikav got wrecked though. Completely destroyed, like sandwiched in between the 4 cavalry units. And my spears were too slow to get to them. For him, his matchlocks did decent, but those, you have to remember, those were the attendant kills mostly in the beginning of the fight. Both samurai killed some of my matchlocks, but yeah, I didn't have time to kill my warrior monks. Yeah, rest didn't do too well, I guess. His cav, as you can see, they didn't lose any men, but they didn't kill anything either. It was a hard game for his cavalry. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the cast of finals of the MGL number 4 tournament. See ya.